Hi everybody, welcome back to the channel. As it's Monday, it's another Mythic Monday, and today we're slowly finishing up. We only have a couple figures left in the Poxxus wave. Today we're going to be taking a look at Samir Scrollwarder. If Saturday morning cartoons fueled your imagination as a kid and powers your action figure collecting now as an adult, then you're in the right place. Thanks for stopping by, and welcome to Saturday Morning Toy Collector. And if you like my content, please consider subscribing. Alright, taking a closer look at the front of the package here, you know what you're getting. You can see just about everything he comes with, but it's sneakily a lot in there. We see his faction symbol here, and here is a small write-up of the character, if you want to pause that and give that a read. We've looked at every one of these characters so far with the exception of Tharnog. He is next, and here is a current write-up of the state of Mythos. If you want to pause it and give it a read, you certainly can, but let's get this guy opened up and take a look at everything he comes with. And boy, does he come with a lot. He comes with this beautiful magic spell cast that has two tails on it, interwoven, the green and the blue. This is absolutely brilliant. The production on this is incredible. How they got the green and the blue to come out so perfectly, I don't know. We have this beautiful bright blue wired cape. It is stitched closed. If you want to keep it that way, you can. It's got a wired hood, wired along the edges. And because of my lighting, you guys can't see, but it is blue on the outside and it is purple on the inside. I know it's not coming across that way on my phone, but that's exactly what it is. It's more of a purple color on the inside. Purple. Here we have his beautiful staff that I absolutely love. It's got this snake with wings, which is very reminiscent and a callback to his faction symbol, which is the serpent with the wings, and I think that that's absolutely brilliant. I love the weathering and the oxidization on here. I think it just looks great. This is a beautiful spellcaster staff, and it's probably my favorite accessory in the lot. Here we also have this book of spells on a real metal chain, and just like the ones that came with Jacob Marley, I'm sure you can unplug this from the chain and just have it as a book, but mine's in there really good and I don't want to tear it. But you can see the book has, you know, like a little bookmark hanging out and some loose pages. It's beautifully painted with the buckle and the gold and the brown, and that real metal chain just really seals the deal. That's a really awesome accessory. Next up, we have this little belt accessory that has these little, this little bag and a couple of little baubles on there of little, you know, maybe magic powder or magic dust or the bones of his enemies. Here we have a couple of scrolls, one long and slender, one short and fat. And then we have a whole hands pack. We have two spell casting hands on horizontal hinges. We have two sort of like maybe scroll holding gnarled up hands, force choke hands on horizontal hinges. And we also have two staff holding hands on vertical hinges. He has two staff holding hands with horizontal hinges on him in the package. And then of course we have the final accessory, which is his extra head. Now this is the same head that comes on him, but his eyes are glowing. He's got like these runes and these magical lines that have appeared on his head, scalp, and face, as if he is powering up to cast a spell. And I think this looks really great. I did want to show that it is the exact same head sculpt with that same boss mustache that he's got going on there. Yep, everything's the same, just a little repaint, and I think it's going to look great when it's paired up with that blue hood. Now here is Samir standing straight up and down, right out of the package, and yeah, my belt does not stay snapped shut in the back, so much so that I almost want to put a little drop of super glue in the hole there, because it just does not stay bound together, and that's okay, because that part will always be under the robes. But if you did want to see what he looks like underneath the robes, it's kind of like what we got with Father Christmas. You got that 2.0 style sort of elf armored body. It's kind of bronze in color from head to toe, and it looks really nice. If you wanted to see what he looked like underneath those Jedi robes, but here he is up close and in detail. I really like this belt, even though it's not staying closed for me. We have this nice golden buckle right here, and like the little loop that hangs down. He has two little loops right here on the side with some gold rivets. And then he has this nice pouch on the back that secretly covers up the little tab where you tab it together. But mine just doesn't want to stay. I don't know. It's just one of those things. Like I said, I definitely want to give it some glue to see if that'll hold. But yeah, it'll hold for a little bit, but then you start futzing around with it, and it starts to come loose. I like that the sleeves here are wired, so you can kind of pinch those closed and have them draping naturally if he's, arm is up holding a staff, or if he's casting a spell or whatever. I think that looks really good. And I love the type of material they used here, because you do get some realistically sized material texture on it. It actually looks like, real fabric at that scale. And I dig it. I think that looks really, really neat. And then let's see, like if we pop this head off, and we're going to slide the cloak on. And this is the best way to go about it, instead of trying to put it over the head, of course, because you've got that beard to futz around with. And since I haven't unstitched mine, this is what we're going to do with it. But yeah, let's go ahead and pop the powered up head on so you can see what he looks like. And I love the blue with that brown and the green. And then with the wired hood, you get some really nice posability. You can really drape this hood and make it, sort of drape naturally the way a wizard would have it, or a Jedi. Let's see, we kind of got it bunched up here, but yeah, there we go. Now it'll probably sit a little bit better for you. Man, that looks great with those powered up eyes kind of peering out underneath. I think that looks fantastic. We almost have a Gandalf. And then with it being wired, you can always pull one of the sides of the cloak up over his shoulder and have one of his arms exposed, exposing some of that brown color, and giving him something natural looking when he's holding like his staff or casting a spell or whatever it is he's doing. But yeah, I think that looks, this is your quintessential wandering wizard in the world of Mythos, and he looks fantastic. Getting him decked out here with a little bit of his accessories. That belt's still giving me trouble, but we've got a spellcasting hand, we've got his staff, and he looks pretty fantastic. He's going to scale perfectly with your other Mythic Legions, of course, but he just looks great, and I'm digging it. Once I got him out and out of the package, he's really captured my attention, and he's a lot of fun to mess around with. So let's get him into some lighting and into some backgrounds. See how he poses up. I got to tell you, like I said, this guy was not high on my list. It's kind of why he was kind of pushed to the bottom of the list as far as the reviews go. But he is incredible. I do like him. He comes with a lot of stuff. He comes with a lot of accessories, and I think he looks fantastic. And he gives you a lot of options to display him on your shelf. And if you pair him up with one of the magic effects packs, then you get even more options and more looks. But he looks great. If you only got just this one guy and what he comes with, you're gonna come. He comes with a lot, so you're gonna get enough bang for your buck. He just looks incredible, and like I said, he is that quintessential wizard of Mythos, and he looks fantastic. So thank you guys for tuning in to another Mythic Monday. Thank you so much for tuning in and watching this video. I super appreciate it. Please continue to check us out over at Instagram at Saturday Morning Toy Collector. I am your Saturday Morning Toy Collector. I'm your host, Mark. I will see you in the toy aisles.